Hey there, and a happy new year to you, and a huge FU to 2020. You're here for the wine club, avec wine club. There's your six pack right here, my six pack. This is our second edition. We did one in December. It went well. It sold out. Great wines. If you have any feedback about those wines, call me, or about this, call me, text me, email me. You know where to find me. But let's start with Illinois Sparkling Company from Illinois. Mark Wenzel makes wine for both Illinois Sparkling Company and his other winery, which makes still wines, August Hill. He is in just outside of Starved Rock in Utica, Illinois, about an hour and a half west of here. Great tasting room in Utica. He makes this wine, Pétillant Naturel, PetNet, the oldest method of making sparkling wine in the world. This is 100% Chambourcin from Illinois, most of it from his own backyard. When he runs out of it, he'll buy from his neighbors. So bone dry. That's Illinois Sparkling Company from Starved Rock, Illinois. Next, let's go to Milonas. Milonas is a relatively new winery. They've been around for about 100 years or so. They are just south of Athens, Greece, a stone's throw away from the Mediterranean. They are known for minimal intervention both in the vineyard and in the winery. This is 100% Assyrtiko, which is somewhat different than the Assyrtiko from Santorini. You may have had Assyrtiko from Santorini, but because of how popular the island is and how touristy, some winemakers, that's what I hear, some winemakers actually import wines from the mainland, bottle it on the island, and sell it as Assyrtiko from Santorini, which is not. Anyway, these guys are, like I said, minimal intervention winery. The wine is classic Assyrtiko, very citrusy, very limey, very salinic, probably a little more full-bodied and a little riper than the one from the island. Mainland Assyrtiko from Attica in Greece. Next, let's see, what should we do? Let's do another domestic. I'm not big on domestic wines, not my thing. This is just an amazing wine from Orinda, California, just, I don't know, half of an hour or so northeast of San Francisco. Shant Ongulian is the winemaker there. He started making wine in his family's garage. He still makes them in his family garage. What he does, so the winery is called Populis. He also owns and makes wine for a winery called Le Lune. But what he's known for is that he sources grapes from organic and historic vineyards in Northern California. This particular rosé, kind of a full body rosé, it's Carignan with Zinfandel and Muscat. And you can see floaties floating in the wine. Those are grape solids with a little bit of yeast. Super delicious. Don't be afraid if you see some stuff floating in the wine. It's edible, it's delicious. The wine is unfined, unfiltered. He doesn't use any sulfites in the winemaking process, only a little bit of SO2 at bottling. So natural wine, fresh, full body for a rosé, savory, and with a lot of stone fruit, and then very aromatic, probably from the Muscat. So that's Shant at Populis. Next, couple of reds, both of them from Galicia. I guess I didn't really put the two and two together, but let's see. We have Casal de Arban right here. They're from Ribeiro in Galicia, northwest Spain. Actually, they're almost neighbors. They're on the other side of fuck it. Anyway, next, reds. We have three reds today. We're gonna start with two light to medium body reds. They're neighbors. They're in Galicia, Santiago, around the Santiago de Compostela, so northwest Spain, correct. So these guys, Casal de Arman, they're in Ribeiro in Galicia, and they focus only on indigenous varietals. all estate fruit. They don't buy from anyone else. This is made with Sauzon, Caino Lungo, and Branchelao. It has a nose of like beautiful lavender and aromatic herbs. And then the wine itself is like, it's got baking spices and cranberry and blueberry, and it's almost like if you think about a freshly baked spicy blueberry cranberry pie, if there's such a thing, I don't know. Medium body, light to medium body, natural, unfined, unfiltered. Another natural, unfined, unfiltered, minimal intervention wine right here, Pedralonga. It's pretty rare. It's from Rias Baixas. Not a whole lot of red wine coming out of there, mostly white. But this is red, made with organic, biodynamic varietals, Mencia, Caino, and Espadero. It's also unfined, unfiltered, no oak whatsoever, minimal intervention in the vineyard and the winery. These guys are just maybe, I don't know, a handful of miles away from the Atlantic. And then the last wine of the day, the only one that has a little bit of oak on it, and it's a little more modern than the others. So these guys are Dalton Winery. They are just north of the Sea of Galilee in Israel. And this is kind of an easy to drink, medium to full body. They're known for sustainable farming, also minimal intervention in the winery and vineyard, in the winemaking process. It's like I said, it's a little more modern of a wine, made with Shiraz, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Petit Syrah. It's the only one in the whole six-pack that actually touches oak. And it has, it's kind of black peppery. It has a lot of sweet cherries and plums, and it's fresh, but with a lot of touch of vanilla, and fuller bodied than the others. Very soft tannins. The wine is kosher. What else can I tell you? If you're wondering why there's a calendar in your six-pack, is because of the volunteer work that I've been doing for a couple of years with both Chicago Animal Care and Control and Pilots and Paws. I've been flying animals for Pilots and Paws for the past 2 years, and they are just an amazing organization that saves thousands and thousands and thousands of lives of animals every single year. And us volunteers, we fly them from dangerous situations. We fly them usually out of kill shelters in the south. I'm generalizing a little bit, flying them from kill shelters in the south to non-kill shelters in the north, or to foster homes, or to medical attention, or to forever homes. That's what we do. Anyway, Happy New Year again. Enjoy the wines. I'll see what I can come up with for the next one. Cheers.